Hi everyone. In this video, we're going to see how to create custom conditions and events. In this example, we want the guard to open the door at some point in the dialogue. This will be a matinee level sequence. Then we'll also create a condition that will allow the event to be fired only if the player has a sufficient intimidation skill. Let's start by opening our dialogue. We want this node to open the gate. When we add a dialogue event, we notice that we don't have any dialogue events in our project yet, so let's create one. Create a blueprint class that derives from dialogue events and call it PlayMatinee. Create a variable. Search for type level sequence actor and select class reference, not object reference. Call it matinee to play and make sure it's instance editable. Now click on Override function and select Receive Event Triggered. This is where you can write whatever logic you want to happen when this dialogue event is fired. This case is a bit particular because we need the Find All Actors of Class node, which we cannot get in this blueprint. If we wanted something simple to happen, such as set a variable, we could very well do it here. But I have selected this particular case because it's the most difficult one. It will show you how to access actors in the level itself. So what we do is go to our controller, create an event called PlayMatinee in level, and write some simple logic. Now let's go back to our dialogue event and call PlayMatinee in level. Done. Go back to the dialogue and select our newly created dialogue event. Hit save, and let's give it a try. Great, the gate opens. Now it's time to add a condition. This line should persuade the guard only if our intimidation skill is 20 or higher. Our character has an intimidate variable in it, and right now it's set to 20. Let's go to our dialogue. Conditions can be placed on player lines as well as NPC lines. For now, let's place it on the NPC node. As you can see, there are two NPC nodes that have the same player node as parent. Right now, the dialogue will always enter the first node. However, when we add a condition and it's not satisfied, the dialogue will go through the next node instead. Let's add a condition. Same as with dialogue events, we haven't created a condition for our project yet. Let's create a blueprint that derives from dialogue conditions and call it Check Intimidation. Add an integer variable called Required Intimidate. Mark it Instance Editable. Override the function called IsConditionMet. Our condition is met if player character has intimidation equal or higher to the required intimidation. And that's it. Hit compile and save as always. Add our newly created condition and set its requirement to 20. Right now, everything works as before because the player meets the necessary requirements. Let's lower our intimidation skill. Now, when we try to intimidate the guard, we're going to fail. The first node failed to return true, and so the guard responded with the second node. Had the second node also failed, we could go into the third node, etc. Also of note here is if we decided to put the condition on the player node, this node wouldn't even appear to our player because the requirements aren't met. This is just another approach to do dialogue branching. This is it for this tutorial. Have a good day and good luck with your dialogue writing.